To discuss this more, we're joined by Bill Jones with the Executive Intelligence Review from Washington. Welcome to the programme, sir. Mr. Jones, first of all, just how much is Ukraine on the brink of civil war that would, according to many, divide the country?
Well, I think we're on the brink of a war between nuclear powers. Obviously, the Russians have taken measures which they feel is necessary for the defense of their citizenry, and given the fact that much of this opposition it consists of openly fascist parties, both anti-Russian as well as anti-Semitic. There is a real danger, and so it does seem that the Russians have justification in measures that are being taken. But right now, it looks like it's a face down between the two presidents, and this is far more dangerous than a simple civil war within the nation itself.
So correct me if I'm wrong, are we in another Cold War?
We are definitely in something of another Cold War. You, of course, have had the NATO movement eastward, which encompassed more and more countries. Russia is feeling itself more and more threatened. This is kind of like the tip of the iceberg. Ukraine, which has been absolutely essential for Russia and which they've been connected to for centuries, is very critical. And if Ukraine develops an administration that is in fact anti-Russian, then this can very easily go from Cold War to something a little bit more hot, that is a war between nuclear powers.
Indeed. Now, with Russian military forces currently stationed in Ukraine's Crimea region, it's interesting to see how a few U.S. senators and representatives have reacted to this. I mean, some of them have been calling on Washington to punish Vladimir Putin. Just how do you think the U.S. will respond if we see a military escalation in Ukraine?
Well, that remains to be seen. I think the voices that are raised about punishing Putin are really pushing us to the brink. The only thing that can really get us out of this dilemma is a diplomatic initiative which involves discussions between the U.S., Europe, European Union, and Russia over the situation in Ukraine. And that's something that neither of the parties has seemed inclined to do. But to the extent that the Russian citizens and Russian-speaking citizens as well in Crimea feel themselves threatened by this new administration in Kiev, then Russia does have a responsibility to come to their rescue.
All right, Bill Jones with the Executive Intelligence Review from Washington. Thanks for your thoughts there, sir.